to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out as I'm driving in the morning to my workplace. Hope everyone's doing good, and we got this for those of us that are getting ready for the day. And for those of us that our Fridays are almost to the end, hopefully it went well for you guys on the last day of the week. We're just gonna be chilling out, hanging out. And I know it's dark out just because of the nature of the what we see right now, because it is early in the morning. So we'll see how things go. Hope everyone's doing well, and you're gonna see me constantly moving the camera because my stand is still kind of weird for some reason. So we'll be worried about that as we go along. But hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and chatting about random stuff. Alrighty. So this morning for me, from the students that I teach, it's the second day of me doing pre-tests, and for those of us that may have not heard me talk about it yesterday, that my definition of pretest is just getting to know what they know, because part of my job is to figure out what gaps they have so they're successful at what I'm preparing them for. But I'm not gonna say what I'm preparing for yet, just because the job has not been fully finalized. So that's the only reason why I'm not talking about it too much on that front, besides stuff that I can apply for every class, just so that I don't have to worry about feeling like I'm backtracking when I'm talking about it. And you guys are like, wait, didn't you said you was gonna teach this subject? Don't want to have to worry about that being an issue. But hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and stuff like that. Feel free to ask questions. Worst case scenario, I say that not that topic, or I don't know much about it. Let me know what you know about it. So, just different things like that. Because at the end of the day, I want to get to know your guys' opinions, what you guys know, besides just what I know. Because we all learn together and enjoy sharing our fun facts that we know. So, sorry for a sneeze. But for me, wise as we're hello, Southern. Good morning to you. How are you doing? Hopefully, your Fortnite and Call of Duty and other games that you've been doing has been going good. I know I haven't had a chance to stop by your streams in a little bit, but I appreciate you stopping by. And now you kind of understand why, if you've been listening for a little bit, that I now have a full-time job, so I haven't been able to go to some people's streams that I used to because me working my new teaching job. So Salve, Jonas Arbigato. I'm doing well, son. I'm just getting used to my new full-time job because I got hired that officially on Tuesday, but the paperwork are still being finalized, so my title hasn't changed yet because I was a sub for them last year for the district that I work at, so that's why I'm able to start right now. But they're still finalizing the paperwork and stuff like that. So thank you, Southern. So that's why for me, I'm excited to be able to talk about it. There's some things I can't talk about because I want it to be that I know that's definitely finalized, so I don't feel like that I'm backpedaling at what I talked to you guys about my job wise. I just can tell you guys that I am teaching again, which part of me didn't expect. If you guys know my journey of looking for my full-time job, because I know there was days when I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do at different points and why I was exploring different options, and still appreciate Chris always wins talking to me about different tech opportunities and stuff like that. It's just, for me, with my skill sets, I wasn't able to really find a company that was willing to help me train, even if I was showing them the effort. So it happens sometimes in a lot of fields that they, especially right now, that everyone's trying to get a job, that sometimes, even if it's an entry-level job, that everyone, even if they have 15 years of experience, so at that job, they still apply for being entry level because they're trying to get a job. So it's one of those cases that's hard out there for a lot of people. And I just got lucked out because they saw that for the class that I'm teaching this year, that I have a lot of experience behind me. So they know that I'm the right person for the job. But if I didn't have the experience, who knows if they would have hired me. And that's one of those like weird things to think about is for experience versus degree versus what skills you learn along the way, different things like that. I am in Central Time Zone. That I live in Texas, Sunday. So that's why you see it dark right now. Besides when my windows are fogging up because of it being cold in the car. So yeah, it's 6:11 in the morning for me because I wake up at 4:30 or sooner sometimes when I am doing my teaching job, because I'm usually taking my mom to her job because her school starts at 7 o'clock this year, and because they pushed it up, but my school doesn't start till 9 a.m. Nice. Nice, Southern. But yeah. Just one of those cases that I know that we're all like getting to know each other and stuff like that, especially those of us that help each other out and stuff like that, even if we're not always in every stream of every person's that we all like trying to help each other out when we can. Because at the end of the day, we enjoy being able to get to meet everyone, even if we play different games and stuff. And I know eventually a lot of you guys would want me to try out Fortnite and Call of Duty if I ever have a working PC or PlayStation 5 or the new Xbox. I forget what it's called offhand. I think Series X is where we're at right now before the new ones. But at the end of the day, it's just one of those cases that I know I enjoy seeing a lot of people play different games, because I know there might be some games I never get a chance to play right now, and it doesn't hurt to know the storylines, because some games are good stories and stuff like that, and some games you're like, you can tell that's not about story, it's about the gameplay, and it shows on that front the goodness of it and the badness of it at the same time, depending on the game you're talking about. There's a reason why some games have their own niche of what makes them great or what makes them good, or why some people feel like it's bad and stuff like that, depending on what game we're talking about. Makes sense. It's just one of those cases for me, since it was a year and 3 months since I've had my last full-time job, that I didn't buy much of the games that on regular price. Most of the games I've earned that I've gotten is through me doing the Humble Bundle stuff. And right now, sometimes I'm like, because I know I keep mentioning them without even asking them to, if I could be a they can sponsor me or be affiliate or whatnot. I might reach out because they're from Texas, but at the same time, if they don't give me a link, I still want to give you guys a knowledge of who they are, because they help people get games set for a cheaper price. So for those of us on PC, and they even expand to console a couple of years ago, that sometimes you can get in full prices for console games too. So that's the reason why I always mention it, even if right now, because when they started, they didn't have to worry about taxes, but as they gotten bigger and bigger, I have to worry about getting sales tax when I am paying for my membership and different other things. But I still enjoy doing it because it's still cheaper to get those games together than pay them separately sometimes. I've thought about it sometimes of making a video every month saying, hey, these are the games that are going to be on the humble choice. The choice, if you want to have a chance to get these games, make sure you buy it by this date, even if I'm not sponsored or affiliate. But maybe I should wait till I ask if I can be affiliate, because I'm thinking about making that kind of video for you guys. But I don't know if I would post it on this channel or the Rhypi Talk channel, because it's more about talking about stuff. Who knows? For sure on that. And I just know, for me, it's just like I don't want to feel like I'm intruding anyone. So for me, I've always been a tutor or a teacher, or at the high school, or some kind of role at the college level, where I've been a supplemental instructor, lab assistant, tutor, and different other things. I've been public or private tutor depending on what I needed to do, / trying to make sure that I had enough money, especially when I was doing only part-time jobs like last year, and when I was first starting out before I got my first teaching gig. That it was just, and I've even been an adjunct professor, because I got to teach at one of my colleges near my hometown for process technology, where I was the technical math person, where I was teaching them math, science, and chemistry and physics in the same class before they took their chemistry and physics class, because I was kind of like their review / hey, this is what you're going to see in your future in your other classes kind of class. And I was pretty much prepping them for what they will see throughout their field. So eventually I would like to be able to teach a class like that again if I ever get a chance to, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to have it where I worry about it, because it's not like it's going to happen suddenly. That's going to be that I just have to find the right person who wants me to try it out again. Yes, it would be cool to do it, but I'm not going to just keep asking, like, can you let me teach this class? Can you let me take this class? And go from there. And of course, motorcyclist is weaving in into traffic instead of waiting behind someone. Why do people do that when they're on a motorcycle? It makes people who do the right thing, people get upset at them because they think they're going to do something wrong. I worry about their safety because of how they have minimal protection compared to us in a vehicle. Because I remember back in my hometown of Galveston that I see every week or every month someone else got hit while being on a bike or motorcycle. And it's just like in most of those cases it was someone who was weaving in and out of traffic. In my hometown, they take it more seriously than I've seen it in other cities. Thank you, Jonas. Salve. interesting thing for you to know, Jonas, if and if you'd like to know, and I know I can't say this in Portuguese because I don't know it yet, but I have 4 of my students this year are from Portugal or know the Portuguese language. So I thought it was a cool thing, and I shared them the fact that I know a Portuguese streamer. So I've been learning some Portuguese, but they might tell me more than what I know now. So that was cool for you to know as well. You as well, Southern. Thank you for stopping by if you're heading out. Hope today goes well, and if I don't get a chance to see you over the weekend, if we're not in the same stream at the same time, hope you have a great weekend too. Have fun at work if you're at work, and hopefully that you're enjoying it. I say that sometimes because I know some of our jobs we're just doing it just to do because we're trying to do what's best for our family. And I know some of us that we do jobs because we enjoy it. Like I'm able to say that I enjoy my job. I know that not everyone's fortunate for that. That sometimes we do jobs just because we know at the end of the day the paycheck is there. But sometimes I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. And for me, I always try to cheer up any of you guys that affects, because I know that's not always an easy thing to think about, to say the least. Then I know that it can be a sensitive topic at times to discuss. Because everyone has their own ideology behind it and stuff like that. But at the same time, that helps build people together, of knowing everyone's struggles or everyone's shortcomings, everyone's drawbacks, however you want to think about it. But also being able to know each other's strengths. So if you know someone's really good at something, that you're able to ask them for help. Because like for me, I always try to figure out who knows Spanish more than me. So if I really need someone to translate something, because I usually like sending things to the parents, both English and Spanish, for example, then I want to make sure that the Spanish looks good. Hello, Owen. Owen, how are you doing? I do not make people mod randomly, so just give me the heads up on that. Because for me, I do where I show it as a sign of trust. So that's why some people I haven't done it yet, just because I don't want them to feel like that they have to be in my stream, because I know how busy they are. But I know for some people it's the case that I'm still getting to learn who they are before I decide. I've only modded people 4 different times since I've started my channel. So the short answer is no. But hope you're doing well, Owen. But I understand why you're asking. Every channel does it differently. So I understand completely, really depending on what channels you've been on, of why you're asking that question. So, but how's your day going if you're still in my chat? If you're not, I understand, because I know some of you guys, you only want to be in chat if you're a mod. But at the end of the day, I just want to have a spot where we can all chill out, hang out, and chat about different things that we want to. Because sometimes we just need that kind of space where we just chat about different things. little bit, guys, I'm gonna be not paying attention to chat as much because heavy traffic right now. So if I miss your comment, give me a little bit of time because it's gonna be about a 10-minute drive at this point. So if I miss your comment, just be patient with me. So if I don't see it right away because I'm looking at the traffic, just give you guys a heads up. But hope everyone's doing well as we're just chilling out as I'm heading to my workplace and talking to you guys about random topics that pops in my head, besides if I see you guys asking questions about different things, we try to talk about it as well. But for me, wise, I enjoy a lot of different games that range strategies to adventure to platforming to puzzle to RPGs, that a lot of different styles that I try out and do. The only games I don't do on a regular basis, especially horror, that I just don't worry about doing them because yes, I know that some of them may scare me and some of them may not scare me, but at the same time, for me, it's just like, just doesn't interest me as a genre as much as I know it does for everyone else. So I just don't want it to be that you guys see me play a game and I'm like, okay. Then if it happened to be that, and you're like, how did you not get scared? And the other game that I don't always play, but I do from time to time to try them out for different series, is first-person shooters, just because it's just not something that I think about on a regular basis, to say the least. Because it's not usually my forte, but I do try them out from time to time when I see something that might be interesting for me to try out, or if I'm playing with others, we try it out, like how we tried out Battlefield 2042 a couple years ago before I had my laptop broke on me, and why I haven't played it since then. For those of you that want it, I mean, we tried Fortnite and stuff like that. And if I'm seeing the name right, I'm sorry if I'm not, because I'm like trying to look, but at the same time pay attention to traffic. I think Maritza, welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'll make sure to correct it in a little bit when I'm able to check the traffic and not have to check traffic as much, because you guys see how much traffic there is right now. But I'll make sure I say your name correctly. If you want to phonetically spell your name so I can know it correctly for you, let me know, so I say it properly for you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well, as we're just chilling out, hanging out, and talking to you guys as I can. And I know right now I can't read our comments as easily, especially if it's a long one. But if I can see that you said hi or hello or hey, I want to make sure that I get to say hi to you guys. But hope you're doing well. Let me move my phone again. Know why I can't see that last thing that you wrote offhand, but I know I'll look at it in a second to make sure that I'm able to answer your question better. Because right now I can't see if you did abbreviations or just a single word, but hope you're doing well regardless. The reason why I always say sometimes phonetically, because me, even though I'm a math teacher, that I still want to make sure I say everyone's names correctly, because everyone's name is unique to them. So I don't, whether it's your name or your name that you have for the channel, I don't want it to be that I keep missaying it if you're becoming a regular. I don't want it to be that you're like, huh, you said it wrong again. I want to be able to help you guys out. I don't play music on the stream wise because I don't want to have to worry about there's copyright issues and stuff like that with some of the songs. So I'd rather not worry about it. So that's why we don't do it. If I had it where I made a playlist, maybe in the future we'll consider it. But as of right now I just do it where I just do it from the phone away because I know that for me wise, I don't know if my phone can do it at the same time of memeing and play music in the background. So it's just something at some point I'll test out. But once I make a playlist for us to listen to, because I don't want it to be that random song that's not on the list for free music or whatnot for the creator space, and for those of you that have seen it or that we know is copyright free and stuff like that. That's why I don't want to use like Spotify or Pandora for that reason, because I want it to be that you guys can watch these streams later and not just that I have to cut part of the video because it has copyrighted music. Because at the end of the day, I know that some of you guys rather be able to watch the stream back into its entirety and not have to worry about what got cut out. So that's why I don't worry about having music playing. So just trying to have it where you guys don't have to worry about your question getting cut off and stuff like that. Hello, J-Tech. Yes, I do. How's things going for you? Welcome back. If I remember right, you're from northwest of Canada, if I remember right. It's Canada, but I think you said northwest. Doing well. Just slowly getting to work like how you saw last time I was here when you was last doing here on the stream. If I remember right, it was 2 days ago when I last saw you. Because I don't think you got a chance to come by yesterday, if I remember right, or vice versa, that you wasn't here Tuesday but was here yesterday. But yeah, I'm doing well, just making sure I'm fully awake, so when I'm teaching I don't have to worry about it feeling like I'm wanting to yawn in front of the students. I'm trying to make sure that I remember you guys, because I know some of you guys like it when I remember you guys of what you guys have told me before and stuff like that. So that's why I don't mind you guys telling me, not quite. Or, yeah, you're right. Just so I know that I'm happy that I remembered those facts that you shared to me. Because we all have different things that makes us unique. So I want it to be that I'm able to remember that for you guys. So at the end of the day, I know that matters to a lot of us. Sometimes as you see me driving, I'm just like, what things have I not seen that, especially since I'm usually taking the same route, just so I don't confuse myself later. And at some point, just trying to figure out what I want to do. And at the end of the day, just trying to cheer you guys up, because some of you guys need it. Some of you guys just like hearing how my thought process of going before or after my work, and some of you guys, it's the case that you just like being able to chat with someone else. So I never know the reason till besides those of you that say it out loud. Because I know some of you guys half joke slash being serious that is my calming voice in some people's eyes that makes you guys come back, because I'm not in a yelling voice or trying to feel like I'm upstaging people just because I hear something. I'm not trying to one up you, one up. So I just enjoy being able to do that for you guys, and why I don't know if it's going to be a regular thing I do, especially if some days I don't have the time to do it because I had to go immediately into work mode, because there will be those kind of days, especially if I'm running behind schedule. but when that happens, I'll try to leave a community post to me like, hey, I'm not gonna do the morning stream today. I'm running late to my work. See you guys in the afternoon. But I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do this on a regular basis or not. I just was like, you know what, let's try this week, see if it's something I'm interested in doing. Because I know last year I tried to do it when I was always subbing, that I did it before I picked up my mom. That's why you'll see a lot of different vertical streams from this past school year. For those of you that look through my channel, you'll see kind of different things I've done over the years. Because this channel wise, I've done it since 2023, but I do have the music channel where for YouTube wise, I started back in 2019 with my music channel, when I used to do a composition a week and showcase it to you guys. But I stopped doing it before my first full-time job because I didn't have the time to compose as much. So every once in a while, the inspiration kicks in and I do a composition. But I haven't posted that many recently just because I don't always get a chance to do it. So I don't want it to be that it's subpar. Nice, Jayta. Can't promise you when that's gonna happen, and I'm not gonna ask you to keep your word to that, because if you're struggling at the time because you don't have the funds, I don't want you to feel like you have to do that. But I know, because I know some of you guys like keeping your word. I know that once you see it and you're able to you'll do it. But if you're having it where that month is a bad month for you because something happened, don't feel like you had to up to it right away. Because at the end of the day, I want to make sure that you guys have the money you guys need for being successful for your family or stuff like that. I understand that, J-Tech. But you understand why I'm saying that to you. Because it's one of those cases that I don't. I'll look at your comment in just a second once I finish parking for who just came in. Let's see who just came in. Exactly 21. I'll see your second part. I understand that, J-Tech. That's also why I just want you guys to make sure that you balance your money the way you want to. Because I know at the end of the day, you guys make your own choices, but want to make sure that you guys don't have to worry about it. If something happens, that I'd rather it be that you don't have to worry about that awkwardness, because I know that sometimes it can happen. Nice. looks reparked. I don't like how it parked. Actually looks stupid to this one instead today. It's that first one I didn't like how I parked it. And like I said, I have no faith that I have faith that you will do it. I just don't want it to be if it when it happens that you need to wait. I understand completely. Man, I'm doing bad on my reversing today. Yeah. But the one who said 21, what do you want me to call you besides 21? If you don't mind me asking, since you just came in. This is the first time me meeting you. Third time to charm today. Sometimes that happens. At least I'm in the parking lot where there's not many people right now because of how early I usually show up to work. I know I saw you, JTech. Is the count that says 21 also you, or I think it's probably someone else because y'all have different profiles. It is 6:21 a.m. I'm in Central Time Zone, or Central Daylight Time, or daytime, however you want to say it. So I know that's some people use CST, some people use CDT, depending on what part of the world you're in. Good morning, Shiny. Okay, you're an hour ahead of me. That's good to know. Let me just go ahead and turn it back on for a little bit. Hope you're doing well, Shiny. How's games been treating you? I know I haven't had a chance to stop by your streams as much as because I've been starting my full-time job now, so we'll try to catch up on watching them at least over the weekend. You'll see which ones I watch because I'll leave comments for you. I just feel bad that I'm not there since I know that you like being able to say hi to everyone as well. Kind of like that, Shiny. Yes, you came in right when I was done driving, so I can understand that. But for me, why is this the case that I enjoy doing this? Because it's the case for me to talk to you guys when I'm not playing games, and sometimes have more conversations. Because sometimes in the game, especially if I'm raging like Ender Lilies right now, that I don't always reach out until I'm done with the boss fight. And some of you guys leave because I'm in the middle of boss fight and I didn't respond to you, so you're like, oh, I'm not gonna worry about messaging right now. But I just enjoy doing these because I get to meet people all the time, like JTech first met a couple days ago. So everyone has their own thing that they prefer. I understand that, Shiny. But you understand why I'm saying that to you as well. Especially since you know recently I've been getting used to my new full-time job. Because that's the main reason why I haven't been in a lot of people's streams this week-wise. That if you look eventually, when you have spare time, JTech, that I play a lot of different games. So games from adventure to MOBAs / MMOs / RPGs, and platforming puzzles. That the only games I pretty much don't play on a regular basis is first-person shooter, because just not every first-person shooter game I'm interested in at the moment, and I don't have the hardware space to get it, because I know eventually I need to get a new external because I need more memory. But besides that, the only other game is horror games because I'm not worried about getting jump scared and stuff like that. And I don't want it to be, if it doesn't scare me, you guys are like, how did I not scare you? Yep. Yeah, I've seen the beta and I queued up for the beta just in case I decide to play it. I just haven't downloaded it because when I played Battlefield 2042, before I had fans on my laptop, it crashed my laptop that I had to get it repaired 2 years ago. But I play some games online, and you guys usually see what I'm playing that day. Like tonight, we'll be playing World of Warcraft because I usually play it every Tuesday, Fridays, and some Sundays, or most of the time Sundays as well. But usually I play other things on Sunday because it's my Friday Sunday. Yeah. Indeed, The Shining. But for me, it's just one of those cases. I don't want people to get upset if I don't react to it or fake the reaction, because it's no point of doing that when it's not genuine. Because sometimes it may happen that you're playing and you're just like, oh. But yeah, my time usually start my evening streams around 8:30 p.m. So I know it's late for some of you guys. So that's why I don't expect everyone to be there. That's why I do these streams, to do different times for you guys as well. Because I know that you guys will appreciate seeing things different times. Indeed, The Shining. And we enjoy when it's a good story. We enjoy when it's a game about the gameplay. It's just, sometimes for me, it's just like, I know that I don't want it to feel like I'm faking something, to say the least. But yeah. It would be the opposite. Since you're Eastern, it will be 9:30 for you. If I remember right, J-Tech? Yeah, it's 9:30 for you. Is when I usually start to stream. Besides, if I start it early to do the countdown. So usually I try to start it at 8:20, give us a 10-minute countdown. That's why, like during the week, if I'm not expecting you to be in my evening streams, because I want you to make sure you get some rest to make sure you're successful at school that day. Because I know some of you guys have a lot of classes that you need to worry about. Nice, The Shiny. Yeah, eventually I want to try out EverQuest. So if you want to have it where we collab on it, feel free to let me know if you're still interested. Oh, still summer for you, J-Tech? Okay. And I know for me, I don't know everyone's school schedule, so. Yeah, I understand that completely, The Shiny. Yeah, I've always pretty much played it since the almost beginning, even though I took a break between Warlords of Draenor till Dragonflight, just because I was getting bored with the game at the time. Hey, 3115, let's go. I'm doing well this morning. How's things going for you? That hopefully work's been doing well, / you've been having fun with your bikes and stuff. And hopefully your stream's been going good. And the reason why you haven't been seeing me this week in your streams is because I have a new full-time job. So that's why I haven't been able to stop by sometimes. Nice. Yeah, I know you'll enjoy that because you enjoy first-person shooter games. I understand that, especially if work's been interesting for you, because I know you've been telling me sometimes it can be. looks like Jake Tech wanted to make sure he said hi to everyone again. Who was you asking that to, The Shiny? Because I guess for me, this week I started my new full-time job. So, oh, I know why you're asking that, because some of you guys have been having the brightness issue, that sometimes it's been too bright. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully 315 is able to play it just so he can enjoy it. Because I know some of you guys, it's been the brightness issue, some of you guys, it's the graphics issue. No worries, Jake Tech. At some point, I'll look at it probably over the weekend to see what your channel's about, okay? I just can't promise right now just because I'm about to be going to work. And I know you understand. But remember, even if you have only 0 people, don't be afraid to make videos once you're confident on making them. Because at the end of the day, people are trying to find you of what your ideas of what videos you want to make. So people will come once they see what you try to do. Understand that, 315. Understand that completely. Because like when I was having my laptop not working, when I was using my old laptop, I can tell how much slower the processing speed was. And just like there was some games I didn't even want to attempt it when it was slow on the Pokemon. One of those interesting things, to say the least, and try things out. But we can only know until we try it. But yeah, I'm just chilling out because I know the building might be open now, but I'd rather just wait till after 7 o'clock my time to go in, because I don't want to have to worry about being them in there too early. Wowza. Weird. Yeah. Hopefully your more expensive PC, you're able to get it working at some point, but I also understand you want to play a game, so that's why you're trying out your other PC for a little bit while you're still testing things out. Indeed, The Shiny. That's why for me, I had to remind myself sometimes when I'm thinking about my A to Z challenge or my demo Thursdays and variety of games that interest me, and not just because I want it to see if I can get 1,000 views in a week. Because I've not had 1,000 views on a single video, and I don't plan to have it that way unless it just becomes a popular game. Then people might want to see what the demo's about. Who knows? Ouch. Ouch, 315. Especially since you just brought it, I think, last year, if I remember what you said to me, that you already had to buy another one. Yeah. I just have, for me, wise, I've not owned a console unless you count the Switch as a console, because I know some people do. Do because you're able to play it on TV. Some people don't because it's handheld. But The only yeah, the only console I've owned right now, just because of I got it for my dad when we was trying to get different workout games. It was the Wii that we bought a couple years ago because we found it in a garage sale before someone was selling their Wii with 2 remotes for $50. So and they wasn't worried about getting market price for it because they enjoyed what they was able to enjoy out of it, but they wasn't worried about playing it again because they had the Wii U and the Switch at that point. So I wanted to give them more money, but they didn't want me to worry about it. But who knows for sure how everything goes and stuff like that. I'm just glad last night I was able to play the demo Thursday and not do any snoozing on you guys. It's the best way to describe it. And I know some people want me to make a proper remote for it. Hey Adeline, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And remember, there's a 30-second delay, and so if you don't hear me right away, mind there's of that if you was asking me a question or whatnot. So hope you're doing well, Adeline. We're just chilling out, hanging out before I decide to go into my job. Recently I got a full-time job, so and I had to make sure I do things in the correct order. At the end of the day, I still like doing these streams when I can. I don't know if it'll become a regular thing or not. Not just because sometimes it might be a day when I'm just like, let me just watch other people who's playing right now. I understand that, Adeline. So if you don't feel like you have to stay too long, because I might be leaving in the next 10 minutes or so I can get ready to teach. So don't worry about that. I appreciate you stopping by, and have a good day at school. What's the what about, Adeline? I teach at one of the high schools near me. But yeah, we're just chilling out, hanging out until I decide to go in, because I don't want to be. If that is your job, it's a cool job, but it's something I did not expect to see in chat. So that's why you made me laugh to Shining. But if it is your job, that's a cool job. Got to say, look, I do not, Adeline. Have a good one, Adeline. Enjoy your last day of school for the week wise. uh, I know you enjoyed that. I laughed at that. The shiny or whether it is real or that it's a job you want to have. Who knows for sure? Because I know some of us enjoy doing stuff for different things. Because there are some people that's their specialty, is being able to tame lions and even tigers or gorillas or other animals, depending on what we're talking about. That is something that people enjoy doing. I know I haven't seen it live just because usually when I see circus, they're usually ones that you have to pay to get in. So I haven't seen it in person. I think one time I did, but who knows in the future if it will be something I get to experience. Because you never know what life happens sometimes. Because you never know how it turns into a new opportunity or a new experience to experience. Even if we know a game that would simulate the experience, at the same time, that only the simulation only does so much. Just at the end of the day, that there's only so much that we can truly experience, even if it's the virtual reality VR stuff. But I'll go ahead and let you guys go because I need to get ready to teach my students in an hour or in a couple hours, and gives me time to get copies printed and stuff like that. Hope everyone has a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching the stream videos. And don't forget, if you want to communicate with me, even if I don't respond right away, don't be afraid to respond to my community posts. I need to think about what to post right now, so you guys still have something at noon today, my time, because I have not done that. Oops. Indeed, the shiny, indeed. But just remember, you got this, guys. Be positive when you can. When you're negative, try to reach out, try to help yourself be less negative. But I know some moments that we have to be mad for ourselves because whatever happened. Just remember, you got this, guys. See you guys next time. Peace.